What's crack-a-lackin', boys and girls? My name is Edward Gonzalez, and I'm going to talk to you about why I think movie ratings should change. Currently, you have to be 17 years old to watch a rated R movie, and I'm going to talk about why I think that number should go down because it could not only benefit the person watching the movie, but it could also benefit the movie theater that's playing the movie and the studio that makes them. So why should it change? Well, just because it benefits the theater and the studio, and it barely affects the person watching it. So just because I added the slide because I wanted to compare the things that you can do under the age limit to watch a rated R movie and comparing it just to actually watching it. So according to PB mainstream, 95% of US young adults between the ages of 12 through 17 are online, and of whom 80% have already seen that type of content. They're referring to adult content there, and in Utah you can get a driver's license at the age of 16, meaning that they trust you more behind the wheel, you know, on a highway under the age of 17 compared to, just being harmless watching a R-rated movie. So I find that kind of interesting to compare driving a car and then just watching a movie in the movie theater. And if you have someone over the age of 21, you can watch it at any age. So you're already consenting to watching it with a 21-year-old. So if you're already buying the ticket, that means you're pretty much wanting to watch it, meaning you're fine with it, just as, if you were with a 21-year-old. Also, many movie theaters charge you as an adult at the age of 11, meaning if you already count as an adult when you're buying a ticket, why can't they count you as an adult while watching a rated R movie? They kind of lose some money on that. And that brings me to my next point, which is how does it affect them money wise? The age limit is exactly that. It's a limit, and it means that a big chunk of people, can't see it. And that means that they lose out on a bunch of money that for the people that, could have seen it. And the highest grossing films are all PG-13. The reason being is because they're more accessible to everyone, accessible to a wider audience to see it. And the third biggest point on why I think they should lower it down money wise is because it won't help them when they're opening up again. Because of COVID, they had to close down movie theaters. And because of this, when they want to reopen, they're probably going to jack up the prices a bit and people will want to see them less. So instead of doing that, they can keep it at the same price, but they could but they, instead of jacking it up, they could make the limit lower so that way they can have a wider audience and a lot more people can watch it. So how does it affect the viewer? Well, you can begin seeing more you start seeing adult themes and topics and you become more interested, and that's according to europc.org, a journal company. But anyway, um yes. However, in Annalie's article, she talks about the viewer being too young and being scared when exposed to the adult content. So, yes, you can be scarred if you're unknowingly seeing a rated R movie. Let's say, you're at the age of like 8 or 7 or something, and you're like watching a really intense rated R movie, then that's not okay, obviously. But if you're, let's say 14, then it is okay to watch a rated R movie because you're consenting to it and going to the movie theater to watch it, knowing you want to. So that's what I think. The age limit should be dropped down to at least 14 years old because chances are they've already been exposed to it at home, and they give consent to watching the film, and it raises more money. Well, it doesn't raise, but it gives them more money to not only stay in business, but it also gives money to the studios who know, oh, we want to make more of these types of films, so they know that they can financially recover from it. So that's all. Thank you.